Ama de Blanc. Look at that beast.
This is what I'm having to do in order to be warm.
I don't feel so great again.
We are taking a acclimatization day here in Namche Basar. It's day 3 of our trek. Already a acclimatization day, which feels early. We might actually do some hiking up though. We have gorgeous views surrounding all the different guest houses in Namche. It's powered by water, the prayer wheel. So cool. All the good vibes just constantly spinning next to this. Climate Day exploration. Super. So we just got some Marmot gloves. And you won't believe how cheap we got them. We got them for like $8.80. We are so excited about this. Can you believe this? Okay, we're just kidding. These are complete knockoffs. Like
The guy even told us.
That's actually one of the reasons that motivated me to buy them from him, is everyone else tried to pretend like they were real. And he was like, no, yeah, these are all knockoffs. And we're gonna be spending a lot of days at high elevation, and our hands tend to freeze ever since our frost nip incident. We'll tell you about that at some point. We have liner gloves too, so we aren't just relying on these. Although my liner gloves I got in Kathmandu for like $2 something, so I'm not super confident on those either. I feel like this is kind of like a rite of passage.
You have to buy knockoff stuff.
It's part of the process. Okay, so we're in Namche Basar, and apparently we came during the right time because they're having Tihare, where they essentially they do these, like, it's similar to Diwali, and they do these little patterns and they have lights and they show like footprints and steps up. It's all for the goddess Lakshmi, who's the goddess of wealth, and so it's trying to cultivate wealth. And the little kids are going around to all the different businesses and are singing, like almost like caroling. And it's like kind of like a mix between caroling and trick-or-treating, because they go with like a bag because they're wanting like money and stuff, but then they're like singing. I don't know, it's really cute. So I know staying in a tea house sounds so luxurious, right? Like you're backpacking essentially, but you're staying in these tea houses. It seems like it's cheating compared to, tent camping. But it's cold in here.
This is what I'm having to do in order to be warm. I'm gonna get out of my cocoon here. All right, so I have wool base layer top, heavy wool base layer bottom with a sleeping bag liner, a sleeping bag, and a blanket.
It's a thick blanket too.
Very, very thick. Like, look at that thing. That's a thick blanket.
Yeah, it's freezing still though. It's like you can't just hang out in your place. It's so cold.
Yeah. Most people will stay in like the common areas because they are actually sort of heated. And it's supposed to get colder because we're only at about 11,000 feet right now. And I think we're sleeping as high as like 15,000 something. So it's going to get a lot colder.
All right, this is day 4 of our trek.
I started the trek sick. My sickness wasn't great, but I didn't feel the elevation at all. But then all of a sudden today, I'm like not feeling great, and it seems like altitude sickness because I've got like dizziness, headache, a little bit of nausea, So I don't know
Strength
why.
fatigue.
Yeah, supposedly it can be delayed, but it seems like it was delayed a long time, and so we're gonna have to stay an unplanned third day here in Namche.
After an unexpected rest day, we are headed up to Tamboche from Namche Bazaar. It's not too crazy of a day. It's supposed to take, I guess, 7 hours though, but you only go up like 1,500 feet. But it's high altitude, so of course that impacts a lot of things.
You also go up, then down, then up again.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs, so it might be more than 1,500 feet. So I'm pretty sure we just got our first peek at Everest. So it looks like all the pictures I've seen. That there. It's cool.
So, yesterday was a really crappy day. I was feeling awful. I don't even know what it was because it felt sort of like acclimatization, or I guess altitude sickness, but then it also kind of felt like I had something weird in my stomach, and I was genuinely thinking that I would have to like go down to a lower elevation and maybe bag the trip, or at least only do part of it. But I'm so glad that I woke up this morning feeling a ton better. Still a little stuffy, but at least we're here and we're headed to the mountains. We have some amazing scenery here, and I think we can continue our trek and hopefully end up doing the whole thing.
So we have a couple of the most gnarliest peaks on Earth right in front of us. Ama de Blanc. Look at that beast. That looks like it would be scary to climb. And then we got Everest right over there. 8,000 meters, just bam, bam. It's really making me and Alex wish we had allocated time to do an alpine peak here. Because the peaks we're planning on climbing aren't like snow and ice and like alpine mountaineering. So we might have to come back again someday. You have to say hi to every single one of them, don't you?
Half our video is going to be me petting dogs.
Or cows, or donkeys. Alright, so we arrived in Tamboche.
Tamboche.
Lila, I sing this song for you, you're beautiful.
The first place we went to is booked full. This is the first time this has happened.
So second place we've looked at so far, and they're full. This is really concerning because there's not much here.
Alright, we found a place.
No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. So let your light shine without holding it in. Love yourself and don't give in. And when you feel the harmony, smile with the sons of the galaxies.
We are about to start our 4th day trekking here in the Everest region, but it's our 6th day in the Everest region because of our 2 acclimatization days in Namche Bazaar. So we are headed to Tamboche, which... Dangboche, never mind. We are in Tamboche. We are headed to Dangboche. Very confusing. We were kind of thinking we could push forward even more because it's actually not that intense of a day, but it sounds like it would be really too intense if we did that. So it's going to be pretty, maybe short day, 4.5 hours of hiking. Traffic jam.
This trail's kicking my butt.
They definitely are feeling the altitude more today than any day, I feel like. I think we're at like 13,200 something feet, so it makes sense that we would, like, just breath-wise, it's harder.
Yeah. And my glutes are burning.
We're going at snail pace.
Yeah.
Although I think we're faster than most of the other tourists, and they only have a day pack because they all have porters or Sherpas and guides. It's ridiculous. But there's literally no one going unguided.
I know, I can't believe it.
Yeah, like we're feeling kind of hardcore here because everybody else is like, I don't know. I would feel wrong having a Sherpa carry all of my crap. Like, I get it's a job for them, but I personally would not like it.
Because I was having so much trouble acclimatizing, I decided to take Diamox. And one of the unfortunate side effects is getting tingly numbness in your extremities, like your toes and your hands. And so I'm definitely experiencing that right now. My feet feel super weird because they just feel like they're tingling.
I don't know if you can get it on this camera, but it just started snowing.
It's really cold.
It's kind of just insane, the sheer size of these mountains that are just surrounding us. So before coming here, we heard a lot of news about all the trash on the Everest area, and we've seen these like all over dotting the trail. So maybe all that public press forced people to change. We were planning on staying here tonight, but it's like not even 12:30. So we're debating pushing on to the next town, this is a very typical Liz and Alex thing to do, like on backpacking trips, is try to like push more, and we've gone into some messes, so we're a little nervous about that. But we're gonna talk to some locals and see. It is snowing though. So we are in Dimboche. We decided to stay here, but we got upgraded to a room that actually has its own bathroom,
which is very rare.
This is extremely rare, guys. Look at it over here. Come on. This is our fancy bathroom that we get all to ourselves. It might actually be a running toilet, maybe? I don't know. They have the bucket, but they also have that.
No, I think we need the bucket. Oh, it looks kind of dirty.
Yeah, it looks pretty gross in there.
Alright, but here's the beds.
We actually might be able to sleep next to each other tonight.
There's a spare bed, too.
I know. So much space. It's luxury living right now. Alright, so update. It does not flush.
It does. That's just how you do the flushing.
Yes. So I went to go wash my hands and realized.
I don't feel so great again. I think I have some kind of dysentery, and I think that is making it difficult for my body to acclimatize, because I'm having kind of symptoms of both altitude sickness and dysentery. And we're supposed to go to Chukun today. I was feeling good yesterday, but over the night, just awful.
Yeah.
Just so awful.
It's like I can't get enough oxygen in my lungs.
High up in the Khumbu Valley, yaks graze. I'm definitely sensing snow leopard terrain right here.